Do you remember these? So I just found out that the old lady does.
Lachlan, come here.
I'll be back in a second. So I found out that the fair maiden that allows me residency here doesn't like the orange shells. So I got to change them. Now there's even more visible bread crates. Oops. She's not here. I'm gonna paint a model. But which one will I paint? Who did I say I'd paint today? Maybe. I actually do really want to paint this guy today because I stumbled on maybe a cool Nurgle technique. So after I paint this guy, I'm going to smother him in this stuff. And this stuff froths and bubbles and looks all Nurgle-y. Let's paint. Alright, that's just the base wash coat done. And I broke a bit off, so I've got to do a bit of running repairs on the shoulder, but that's alright. But I can't do that until he's a bit more dry. You get all these, like when you thin out the paint, you get all these like weird little boobles, and pay no attention to the over paint of the belly there. I'll fix that in a minute with a smaller brush. Let's let it dry. So off camera I have just painted this skeleton on his leg white just because my white was starting to dry out, and glued that shoulder bell back on and given it a bit of a paint because I used super glue and baking soda, as is my way. Yeah. Now I need to really let it dry. Look at his little face. Alright, we're going to add a tiny bit of orange to our brown. So we're just going to add a bit of variance to our rust. Our rusty metal. And we are still on the very watered down pigment. So those shades should still come through nicely. I think that's the real beauty of painting Nurgle. I mean, you can be a great painter and paint Nurgle, but I'm not a great painter. But I can cheat. Make it look all kinds of nasty and then tie it all together with a wash. Rust does in fact darken over time. Fresh rust will be almost this sort of orange colour, so use real world references. And just have a bit of fun. Weirdly, on a couple of these buboes, or as I'm going to call them, pussy lumpkins, the orange looks pretty good. Let's give the claws a dry brush. Yep. And then a brown wash. Initial brown wash. On our little skeleton. I'm going to finish this up. Let that dry. Give this a bit of a wash. I'm a big boy. I got Vallejo. This was a beautiful present from a lovely person called Moon. Thank you so much, Moon. I'm gonna slap this on. It's for dark vehicles, but let's see what it happens to. This is a dark vehicle. Sure. Alright. This is our boy after a clear coat. I've put a fair amount of time into him. I think he looks pretty good, but I want to make him juicy. So let's cover him in glue, and hopefully, you can see the result tonight.
Right now, you're literally watching glue dry. But look, it's going frothy at the bottom. Ooh, ooh, fancy, ooh, dribbly, ooh, like and subscribe.
There we have it. Nice, creepy, bubo-y pussy. Nurgle Knight. I'd say using that tech grip glue, experiment successful. Good night.